MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, to me, this game is all about which team handles the pressure of Game 7 the best. The players know what's at stake. The fans know what's at stake. The winner goes to the World Series. The loser goes home. Every play really matters, so we'll see who can play the cleanest game and come up with some timely plays.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Cincinnati Reds.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's your take as they try to win an NL championship here on the road, Mark?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Greg Switzer gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, a lot of guys' lucky number is 7, but as a pitcher, you give up 7 earned runs and you take the loss. That's not a very good number. He's going to hope to be much better in this one here.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlights.
Batting second, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Popped him up. Rodriguez is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And our winner here will take on the AL champion Seattle Mariners, and congratulations to them on their ALCS victory.
Batting third, left fielder, number 12.
Hard on the ground toward short. With it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Benny Rodriguez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Rodriguez tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Sharp ground ball to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Batting 8, center fielder, Tom Goodwin.
Now a spin and a throwback to second, and they've got him hung up out there between second and third, and they'll just tag him here for the out. At the plate, Deion Primetime. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. Next up for Los Angeles, Benny Rodriguez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Rodriguez.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Piazza leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And there's ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Eric Karros is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under at prime time. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Deion Primetime.
Deion Primetime.
From the stretch, he's running. Pitch outside, the throw. Oh, and the throw sailed. It's over his head.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Now at the plate, Benny Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Benny Rodriguez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Now the 0-1. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Goodwin.
He's set, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, all tied at 1-1. So striding forward now, Benny Rodriguez. He singled his last time up.
Rodriguez.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. A shot down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
3-2 now. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. In now for the Reds, number 17. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. A dive and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was. The 1-1 pitch.
Line to the right side. And Tinseltown will be aglow tonight. The Dodgers are National League champions.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In the 7th and deciding game of the NLCS, the Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, clinching the league pennant and the right to represent the National League in the World Series in just a couple of days. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.